So I was meditating real quick, and while I was meditating, some interesting information was downloaded to my subconscious, and I like to mind my business, but like this information it pertains to a global conceptuality and or a globalized concern. So the words, and this might make sense to somebody, this might make sense to nobody, but this is what universal cosmic powers has enabled me to say. So I heard the terminology reiteration legislation, right? Reiteration legislation. Um, on December the 21st, I think December 21st, 2020 marked the Great Awakening, um, ushering in the golden age of Aquarius. And basically, what took place during the golden age of Aquarius was that ultimately, cosmically, Jupiter and Saturn squared off for the first time in Jupiter and Saturn squared off. Excuse me, my Bluetooth. I had to put my Bluetooth back in. But Jupiter and Saturn squared off for the first time in 2,065 years. So every 2,065 years, the planetary bodies shift in terms of the age. So the age before the age of Aquarius was the age of Pisces, which ushered in the industrial era, where the powers of metalworks and machinery and penalization in terms of incarceration and or in terms of um, political aspects, banking, capital punishment, jail, so many things was ushered in the age of Pisces, because the age of Pisces was the age of war, if you will. And so that was what was going on with that. Now, the interesting thing about the Great Awakening and why reiteration legislation is important for me to speak upon, as it pertains to the whole entire universal connective consciousness and or connective bodies, right? The whole entire planetary alignment is that if you agree that you were alive and breathing on that day, I believe, and this is what has been just downloaded into my spirit, but if you would sit down and say, I agree that on December the 21st, 2020, I was alive and I was breathing and I was seeing and I was counting, I was within my countenance of a being. I don't care what level you were on, I don't care what chakra you were in, I don't care if you was in root of the fucking crown. I don't care if you was in a hospital. I don't care if you was I don't care if you was in consciousness, out of consciousness. I do not care. It does not matter. On December the 21st, 2020, if you are in agreement that you were alive on that specific day, you are bound now to a separate aspect of a spiritual law that states that because every 2065 years you will never live that particular day again, 2065 years in this particular body in 2065 years to go towards the age of Capricorn, right? So the next age, while we're in the age of Aquarius right now, the next age is going to be the age of Capricorn. I think. Hold on, Aquarius. As in, hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me get my shit straight. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. I got my files. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Wait a minute. Let me make sure what I'm saying is correctly. Wait a minute, beloved. Wait a minute, beloved. Yes. Yes, I'm correct. Okay. So, in 2065 years, right, is going to be ushering in the age of Capricorn. But as of the day of December 21st, 2020, um, because you were alive, as I said before, it doesn't matter any specificities of that. Because you were alive and existing, you were bound by a separate legislature of reiteration of spiritual law in the age of Aquarius to become a beacon of either light, because the cage Aquarius is the water bearer, and or the bearer of light, or the bearer of information, or bearer of liquidity, or the bearer of liquid, the bearer and the giver of a sequence of nutrients and sustenance. You are naturally a beneficiary of this energy. Damn, spit it out. So, meaning that if you have the propensity, I don't give a fuck what's going on, if you have the propensity to elevate into the crown chakra, and or the higher conscious, and or the fifth dimension, and or um, um, the greater body, and or the propensity of your being, because the planet shifted into the fifth dimension on that particular day. If you were alive on that particular day, you are now bound by the concept that you must, and you have the opportunity to ascend into those realms of being. Reiteration, legislation, while people are saying and thinking of reparations and all that, that was the reparations. Those are the reparations, not just for black people, but for people as a whole. Because if an individual is bound to anything outside of merely being alive on that particular day, there is going to have to be a way where a contract of mutuosity and mutuality is able to balance out the idea that I was alive as a living being vessel on that particular day, which automatically bound me to the idea that the planet is going to shift into the fifth dimension. And since I'm on this fucking planet, and the actual age shifted into the golden era, I am a beneficiary of that energetic propensity, meaning that I don't give a damn. All beings have the right to ascend into the crown chakra, and that does not negate that an individual should have to put someone else in a position where they are decreased, that they may increase into this propensity, because it is within your divine right. It is your divine inheritance upon that day. Now, okay, because that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. Because you have governments, you have banking systems, you have lawmakers, you have legislators, you have judiciary aspects, you have technicalities and conf- formalities, you have principalities, you have propensities, okay? And all of these things sort of go hand in hand with the establishment of the Pisces era, the era of Pisces. But when the golden era of the Great Awakening, the age of Aquarius, was ushered in, now new spiritual aspects and spiritual ideations must be established. And this is probably why I've been through such a hard time, because I think I was supposed to establish this specific concept, and I don't understand how I understand it. I just know that it's something that just needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that needs to be done. Because, like, you survive, we survive no matter what. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're a clone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody in your lineage, your bloodline, somebody, somehow, some way or another, somebody survived you as to have been able to be a direct lineage and or a descendant of life, to have been a living being on December the 21st, 2020, that that you fell under these pretenses. And I don't really care what, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to figure out, somebody's going to have to figure out. My job is not to figure out. I mean, I probably could rewrite the fucking Constitution, but I don't, somebody going to have to pay me to work that hard. This just came by way of me meditating. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just giving, I'm just dropping, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving a little drip right now. The water bearer. So, and Aquarius is so valuable right now. I have almost, and me and Aquarius are always like best friends. The Leo and Aquarius are like always best friends. But I almost kind of had an issue with Aquarius. I'm thinking, whoa, wait a minute, wait the fuck, whoa, not in my whole life. The lady who raised me was Aquarius and raised me well enough. That was the only lady that ever loved me in my life. And she passed that year. So I had to go, I knew it was spiritual. When I don't give a damn about nothing, that mattered to me. So I needed to meditate on that. So I went and I dug down deep real quick. I said, what's going on? And what was happening was the sun and the star are supposed to be in a remergence. And as in every being, their light is supposed to shine, because the planet is becoming a star system from being merely a planet, because we moved into the fifth dimension on that day. All right? So now these two aspects within each and every being has to figure out how to balance itself out, because water seeks its own level. Information seeks its own level. So if anybody has been bound to anything by anything for any reason, any present or potentiality within that came from the age of Pisces. Now, I don't know what happened after the fact, okay? I don't know what happened after the fact, but from the age of Pisces, there has to be a separate concept and a separate lens of the looking glass, because if not, the law of spirituality is being broken, and all beings has to have the ability to understand and to come into the law of spirituality. What if every being on the planet was able to exist within the crown chakra, meaning everybody could be in, you know what I'm saying, everybody could be in the seventh heaven, everybody. Even I don't give a fuck if you're a clone or what, it doesn't matter. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? What if? And so I want that concept to be visited, um, because these contracts in the, you know, these agreements with banking systems and all of that, everything is still going to be like, you know, that's not going to negate debts. That's not the idea. But there's a separation, of a reparative, um, spiritual sequence that automatically gives an individual the right to exist within being beneath the bearer of water, or the bearer of light, or the bearer of information, under the aspect of being alive on December 21st, 2020, the Great Awakening, the Golden Age of Aquarius, the Golden Age era. And probably have to get your own contract written out under that aspect. Whoever my name is, John Jane Joe, was alive on December 21st, 2020, during the Great Awakening, Golden Age era, and I come into agreement under that aspect that I am now bound to the responsibility to become a beacon of the receptivity, a receptor of the beacon of the light and or information and or water and or the frequency of the drip, my nigga. Now I'm joking about for real. I'm for real. Let me quit playing because people gonna think, you just full of shit. No, this is real shit. This came from spiritual precedence. Okay, so I need somebody who's really brilliant and perhaps somebody who's really dumb. I need a really brilliant person and a really dumb person to get together and make this make sense. Because this came from spirit. This came from a whole different, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, for real. I love y'all. Peace.